about to take off. Leak about to take off.
Oh boy.
Hey, Killa.
What's going on, Melody? What's good?
Just excited for another episode of KillinEmSweetly. How about you?
You know it, man. Shoot, even though this ain't normally my forte, I'm still geeked to do this show right now.
Heck yeah, same here. You know, we had to make a little bit of time because honestly, yesterday wasn't a great time to do our show because, you know, we had Miss Chantel. She was live roasting on Courtney Michelle. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And plus, like, it was so good to the point to where I didn't even want to click off of it. So I was like, man, dude, are you sure you want to do this show right now?
Right? Listen, I had my popcorn, I had my wine, and my eyes were glued to that stream. You hear me? It was like so much drama going on in that show, and it was very entertaining.
Yeah, very, very entertaining. I was like, yo, this is I can't believe all of this is going down right now.
Right. I was like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like, I then thought she left it alone, but they just
she ain't let that go.
They just keep on taking shots at each other. Like, all she had to do was not call Chantel a whore, slut, whatever she said, and it would have been fine. Like, it was squashed.
Yeah, because I mean, for a minute it was like, okay, yeah, these two finally gonna, you know, finally put it past each other and just, you know, Chantel do her and Courtney Michelle do her. But nope, we right back at it again.
We right back to from where we started from in the beginning with them two. It's just like, come on, ladies, you both have similar views. Y'all just need to accept each other's differences and stop personally attacking each other, because it's different when you attack each other's talking point, but when you start personally attacking people, calling them out their name. I think she called her fat. She was like, yeah, you were fat a few months ago, and she said a whole bunch of like mean and evil things about her. She should let it alone. And cynical, we're pretty much talking about Chantel Simone's stream yesterday, where she was addressing Courtney Michelle for calling her a whore and a slut.
Yeah, she was going in on that woman. I was like, Jesus.
Right.
And she was slow cooking too, because you know Chantel, like, she was going on about it for at least almost 2 hours before she even opened up the panel. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but that's the Jamaican in her. Like, I mean, Jamaicans are cool. I got a bunch of Jamaican friends, but do not piss them off. Like, all that femininity goes out the door. Once you make them mad, they will not stop. They will keep going and poking. They will not leave you alone. So, Courtney, you should have just left that alone. I think that wound should have stayed closed. You should not have poked a hole in it again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, cause once that happens, and like you already was on her bad side from the jump. So once that happened, it was a wrap.
A rap. You hear me? And Chantel, she do not play. She was like, "Do y'all want Kingston Chantel or y'all want Florida Chantel?" Like she was
Man,
the
I I
Keisha
w-
came
I
out.
want
She was
I want
Keisha last
any of
night.
them. Yeah, man. Like she did not care, yo. And of course, you know, Chantel, even though she was going in, she kept it classy. She ain't dropped no cuss words or nothing like that. But yeah, she dropped her the elegant Jamaican way, you know?
Yes, I'm telling you, do not make Jamaicans mad, man or woman. They gonna get you, and
Oh,
they
they
will
go
not
get you.
let up.
They go get you, man. They don't care. Like, and they will hold on to this grudge for a long time. They don't care. They don't care at all.
Right, Zero said it. Jamaican me crazy. Yes,
Oh yeah, they don't care. They don't
they don't
care.
care.
And then Cynical said that fiery Caribbean temper.
Yes, definitely. That's spicy.
Yes,
You know,
man.
they can get
Yes.
very spicy.
Yeah, shoot, they'll burn the whole village down. You make them mad. But
Mhm.
yeah. But as y'all already can tell, the music has stopped playing. So if you done been watching this show of ours for this long, y'all should already know what that means.
It's time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready to rumble!
Yes,
Yes,
people
sir.
are here. Oh, Killer, we have a problem.
What's that?
Your avatar is blank. It's not showing, so you're gonna have to leave and come back.
Oh boy, not already StreamYard. Don't do me like this. All
Mm-mm.
right. I'll be right back, y'all. We having some technical difficulties with my profile at aka avatar. So Melody, talk to him for a minute while I'm exiting and leaving. I mean coming back. So go ahead.
Definitely. I sure will. So make sure you guys all hit the like button on the way in. It's very important to get us into that algorithm so we can blow up and become popular. So please make sure you do that. Also, hit the bell if you are new. If you like what you guys see, if you like the content that we give you guys every week, because we only go live once a week. If y'all like our content, make sure you guys are sharing. Hit the like button, share, do whatever you got to do. But please make sure you guys are supporting our show.
All right. Am I good now?
You are good.
That's what's up. That's all I got to say. So let's let's get to this festivities real quick. But before that, we gotta hit y'all with this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of your favorite show on YouTube, your guilty pleasure, the show that you just can't live without, that you didn't even know that you needed, but you know you need it once you come over here and watch this show. And that is Killing Them Sweetly with myself, Killa Swag 216. Y'all should already know what the 216 stands for in that, but if you don't, I ain't got no problem with telling you, but that's maybe later. And then, of course, you got my other half. You got
Yes.
Sweet Melody Media in the building as well. And the two of us
Already
makes
know.
Killing Them Sweetly, yo. Like I said, we are that duo that everybody wish they could be, but just can't because they can't pull off the swag and they can't pull off the sexiness like we can. So I don't care if anybody takes it personal. It's really not even that big of a deal. This is just how I feel, and you can't make me change my mind on that. So, like I said, we are that duo. So if you are brand new to this show, if you're brand new to either one of our channels, because yes, we both are simulcasting this on each other's channels, on each other's platforms. So if you're watching this on Sweet Melody Media and you're a new person, bottom line, subscribe to Sweet Melody Media right now. Quit playing. She is really, 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 really close to hitting that 2K mark. So quit playing. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm can keep pushing out her content so that she can gain more subscribers and then eventually get to 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 9K. 10K subscribers up in here, man. So
Right.
make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and make sure y'all share the shows. Every single show she puts out, every single show that your boy Killa Swag puts out, make sure you sharing it as well, man, because we trying to build something special over here. And we need everybody to be a witness to what we got going on right now. So that's gonna do it for me as far as the intro go. But yeah, subscribe to both the channels. Subscribe to Killa Swag 216. Subscribe to Sweet Melody Media. And if you want to, I got a backup channel as well. So subscribe to Killa Swag District. I'll put the link in the description in the bottom of it for real. So that's all I got to say is the intro. I'm done.
Okay. He is done. And guys, I have 5 more subscribers. 5 more people need to subscribe to my channel for me to hit the 2K mark. Finally, after these years, all of these years, I'm going to be at 2,000. So 5 more people. If there's 5 people that's new here, that's watching this stream right now, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and get me to 2K. So if y'all do that, next week we'll be doing grown and sexy conversations, and we can kind of have like a little mini celebration. Maybe we'll talk about a lot of fun things. Maybe we'll do a little giveaway. I don't know. But come on, guys. 5 more subscribers. I need 5 more to hit that 2K. So I need all my moderators in here to do your job. Share this stream. Make sure you guys are telling people on your channel to subscribe to Sweet Melody Media. Let's get her to 2,000. And let's also subscribe to Killa Swag 216. Let's at least get him to 500. We got to do this, guys. It's very important. If you guys like our content and you want to see us grow, it's very important that you guys do that. Help us out.
Exactly. Exactly. Like we really need you guys for this, man. Like, 'cause, like I said, we wouldn't be killing them sweetly without y'all. So basically, right now, this is how we gonna start this off on some real stuff. Hold on, y'all see that right there? This is the accumulation of all of the likes and the subscriptions and the shares, and we need for it to get to here before our show is over with. Hold on, let's get to this point right here. We got to get right here. You see how big that's getting? You see how big that's getting
It's
right there? We
huge.
need for it to get huge by the time this show is over. And that's all going to accumulate for the likes, the subscribes, and the shares. Like, I want that mother, you know what, to be just as big as that. You know what I'm saying? So we need y'all energy right now. We need y'all energy. We need y'all love. We need y'all support. Because like I said, we're not just trying to be here for just a good time. We're trying to be here for a good time and a long time.
Yes, please don't discourage us. Make us want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Help us out. Let's get to 100, at least 100 viewers per stream. I know we can do that before the year is over, because hey, we used to do that before. A few years ago, we used to get reach 100 viewers. So let's get back to that point with Killing Them Sweetly. Let's be able to get 100 people in the chat at a time, and let's end the stream off with about 3 to 4K. We got to get there. So I'm thinking big. I have big dreams for Killing Them Sweetly. So let's get it popping.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and let's be honest here. Like, my homegirl Melody is being too modest right now because she saw the vision of Killing Them Sweetly before I did, yo. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I came up with the name and stuff like that, she was always telling me that she see that we can really take this to another level. And I
Facts.
was like, yo, you really think that we could do that? Yo, and I mean, and like I said, I'm still a newbie around here. I'm still the new guy. I'm still learning stuff as I go along. Like, she been doing this for a minute, yo.
For two
So
years.
yeah, for 2 years. So for her to put her trust in me to help her grow, to help take her channel to the next level. Then on top of that, she's helping to, pull me up alongside of her. It's like, yo, this is crazy. But at the same time, the fact that she really believes in what I can do as far as being on this platform, providing content for everybody, like that along with the participation and the love that I receive from everybody since I've been doing this is the reason why I've been so motivated to want to, continue to be a content creator, because I say it all of the time. Like, I really don't need this. I really don't need this. But the fact that
We don't need this.
we don't need it, yeah,
Make
that's
sure you
true.
say
We don't.
we, because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
doing this for y'all.
yeah.
We want to entertain y'all. But if y'all can't help us help you, then
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, we just here to give our takes in a way that only we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause nobody is really doing it the Kill Them Sweetly way like we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just like it's something about our dynamic that's unique compared to all of these other, content creators.
right. So guys, make sure you're showing us love by sharing our stream. And I'm gonna keep stressing that because it's very important. And don't you dare step foot in our chat without hitting that like button. And to all of those people ghost watching, don't you dare set your eyes to watch us without hitting that like button. I need all
You
the likes. We need all the likes we can get. Period.
you heard the lady. She ain't playing around now. She trying to really take this to another level. Now y'all see she's serious. She is very, 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 very serious about this. And so am I. I'm very serious about this as well. Like, I'm trying to really see how far we can really take this. I'm trying to see what we can do with this Kill Them Sweetly brand. I'm trying to see how far, the dynamic duo can go in these YouTube streets. And who knows, we might even venture off into other streets along with being in YouTube. You never know, yo. So
Right.
I'm just saying, like, we really trying to build something. And all of y'all, of course, are along for the ride. Y'all really seen us from the very beginning up until this point and where we intend on going. But at the same time, we can't get nowhere unless y'all help us out with that. Like, we need the shares, we need the likes, we need the subscriptions, we need all of that, yo. And I mean, don't get me wrong, since I've been streaming, I did manage to gain at least about 3 more subs. So I'm almost at like the 150. But it's like, yo, I'm trying to now get to 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and of course, the 1K. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be a part of the 1K club. Like, that's all I'm really looking for right now. If I get to anywhere else, it's all good after that. Like, but I'm just trying to get to 1K, man, because I got so much ideas for my channel, and I also have a lot of ideas for Melody's channel, and I got a lot of ideas along with Melody herself for the Killing Them Sweetly and Growing the Sexy Conversations. Like, we over here really building right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on behind the scenes that we are not going to tell y'all until we have already laid out the groundwork.
Right, exactly. So, yes. So, with that being said, we need y'all to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I guess we'll get into the content because we can't be here for long.
Got that
Killa
right.
Swag, right, Killa Swag and I both have important things to do. We just wanted to come and give y'all a nice, fun show. So, you ready to get started, Killa?
Absolutely. I'm ready, yo.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
hmm Well, I mean, we was gonna talk about that whole situation with the team mom, right?
Oh, well, that's I'll do that next. You want to do Zion first?
Okay, yeah, we could talk about the whole Zion situation, but hold on, let me I mean, man, by now we all know what happened with that, man. So I ain't even got to read that story. Like, we all know the situation because originally we were going to talk about the whole Zion Williamson situation when he first got that one girl knocked up. We was gonna talk about it, but of course, things happened in our lives to where we couldn't talk about it, so we had to put that on the back burner. But so much has happened since then, like, you got the homegirl, Mariah Mills, talking about she might be pregnant by him. And then it was another girl that came out that said that he didn't, clap those BBL cheeks and stuff. Like, and mind you, all the women Zion has messed with is BBL chicks, man. None of those are natural booties. Just letting y'all know that, yo. Yeah. And Zion would, oh, you don't know what we talking about? Yeah, I'm surprised you don't. It's all over these spaces for real, but I'll get you up to speed on that, man. Like I said, Zion Williamson, NBA player for the New Orleans Pelicans, #1 overall draft pick. He is the guy that everybody thought was going to take over the mantle, after LeBron steps down from the league. So even though LeBron ain't gonna retire anytime soon, it's not looking like. So the fact of the matter is, Mariah Mills, I didn't know she liked brothers. I mean, I didn't know that either because she always made OnlyFriends content, and she always liked messing with White Zaddy. So I didn't know that either. But when I heard that, yeah, man, she liked messing with the chocolate stick, bruh. And I mean, he must have laid it down on her too good, or maybe she just crazy because she is obsessed with this dude. Because she went on here talking about how she might be pregnant by dude, and she talking about, like, and she even showed messages that they both just exchanged between each other, as far as like on Snapchat, Instagram, and all that. She even went as far as to like threaten the entire New Orleans Pelicans organization, saying, "You better trade Zion, or I'm gonna release the videos and stuff like that." It's like, yo, like, you really trying to ruin this kid. And keep in mind, he is only a kid. Even though he's legally an adult, dude is only 22 years old. Like, this dude is out here living his best life, or was trying to live his best life. He was out here knocking down whatever he could knock down, doing whatever he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was out here trying to have fun. Dude had a big contract. Like, he doing what a lot of kids would do if they was in that position. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm not trying. I wouldn't mess with no OnlyFriends performer, and I sure as what wouldn't mess with no BBL chick. But hey, to each his own. The fact of the matter is, she was so obsessed with dude, even to the point to where it looked like she even had like a tattoo of his name on her face. And I was like, man, this girl is tripping, yo. And then of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's really obsessed with dude. She constantly can't stop bringing up his name. Like, she even had a TMZ interview, which looks so staged. It looks so fake. Like, seriously. I don't even want to talk about that interview. That's how annoying it was. But let's talk about the new situation that she is currently putting Zion through. Now, since Zion basically then gave her a cold shoulder, ain't really talking to her, not really even acknowledging her. Now she's out here talking about dude been putting them paws on her.
Yeah, now she mad. A woman scorn, right?
Yeah, yeah, basically. Yeah, so she out here talking about like he abused her, he did all of this, he did all of that. It's like, yo, like, you really trying to sabotage this kid, man. This is nuts, yo. Like, why in the world are you trying to ruin this kid's career? And it barely just got started. Like, cause see, now you're gonna make people look like whenever he becomes a free agent, a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know if I want to touch this kid because he got all of this stuff going on outside and he got these women doing this and doing that. It's like, nah, man. And plus, let's be for real. It's not like dude plays a lot in the NBA because he stays hurt. Like he's injury prone, like it ain't nothing. So, like you really, and plus he's overweight. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to slim down. But yeah, like dude is really going through it right now. And I think they even said that he posted something either on his Instagram or one of his social media. He posted some type of cryptic message, basically hinting that he was thinking about like maybe potentially, even though I doubt he will, but potentially unaliving himself.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. Well, my take on this whole situation is, first of all, this is an example of why young men shouldn't really deal with older women who are clout chasers, who will literally die for attention by getting their bodies done. You already know how I feel about that. Okay, you need to mess with a woman close to your age or even a little younger than you, who's not going to try to control you or control a situation. That's first of all. And make sure she's natural, because let me tell y'all something. When a woman go and becomes artificial, everything is fake on her, her eyelashes, her hair, her body parts, she starts acting artificial. She's not being herself. And that's why she's able to do the things that this woman did to him. Lie on him, make him look like a fool, oh, yeah, she's probably bragging. Oh, look what I got. I got an NFL. He's NFL, right? Or NBA, I'm sorry. He's NFL?
NBA.
I have an NBA player, and she probably using him for his money and all types of stuff. But now that she see that he don't want her anymore, now she's over here making up stories. And a lot of people say, hey, believe all women, but we all know all women are not believable. So
yeah, all women are not believable. And you clearly see that all the time. And
right, but real quick before you finish, how do you feel about this woman, lying on him like that?
Well, the way that I feel about this is I can't even say that I'm surprised, because she's literally living out the blueprint that Brittany Renner has laid out there years prior, because she was the one sitting in her car, made a YouTube video or a social media video, whatever you want to call it. She made a video basically talking about how dumb athletes are, about how stupid they are. All they care about is just this, that, and the third. Like, and a lot of those women followed her playbook when it came to that. Because I mean, look at how much of a come up this girl could potentially get. Like, let's say if dude finally decides to like just stop ignoring her and give her what she wants. Because I mean, it looked like it's clearly obvious she's not gonna stop. Like, because she's just desperate at this point. It's like, and then on top of that, like in my opinion, he is like just a young kid that truly never had any real guidance in his life. You could just tell, because like, of course, he was around his mom all the time, and then of course, he has a stepfather. Like, I don't even think he knows his real father. So the fact that he doesn't really have any real structure to like help him navigate, to see who really is rocking with him and to see who's not rocking with him, like that really, as you clearly could see, took a toll on him. Because see, now like all these women, and the craziest part about it is all of these women that he's been messing with are in their 30s. All of them. I don't think none of them was like around his age or even in the mid 20s. Like all of them was like 30 plus. And it's like, Jesus. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like when you young, man, a lot of us wanted to knock down chicks that was like in their 30s or even in their 40s, like when we were in our 20s and stuff like that. Cause we always looked at it as like, yo, that's a notch on our belt. We got an older chick that want our young butts. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like
Y'all
we
look at
always, huh?
y'all like that when y'all young?
I mean, if she was fine, we didn't just do that with any woman that was that age. Like if she kept herself together and she looked it all nice and kept her body right and stuff like that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Most young dudes, like we at least wanted to knock it down at least once in our life. We ain't say we want to chase them all the time.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, knock them down, but don't wife them up. Zion
Yeah,
was
yeah,
over here
no.
wifing them up. Like,
Yeah. That's where he messed up at. Like that also goes into him not having any real people in his circle. Cause like somebody should have been in that dude's ear and been like, "Yo, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to chill on messing with these women, cause they gonna get you caught up out here." Nobody was really protecting him out here. So that goes along with like the company he keeps, because everybody was just looking at him as like a paycheck. They looking at him as like dollar sign. They don't care about him as a person. They don't care about what he's going through. They only care about what he can provide for them as far as like the monetary gain and stuff. They don't care about dude like that.
agreed. They don't. They just do it for the clout. That's why these women get their bodies done. So they hoping and praying that they can get them a celebrity or an NBA or NFL player. And it works, obviously. You see, they getting what they want. But it's
Hmm.
just hurting the men in the long run because the man don't think that it's gonna play out like how it plays out. But then these women get upset and they start lying on you and well, why didn't you say that before, lady? Why
Right.
all of a sudden now you want to say that he was putting his hands on you? Now all of a
Mhm.
sudden, since he don't want you, now you saying this? It sounds like bull. A bunch of bull.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, it just like you said, it just sounds like a bitter woman scorned, and it's like at this point, it's ridiculous. Like, why are you constantly going like, and he's so young. Like, this dude ain't even like he literally was. I don't even think he's still legally able to drink yet, because I think the legal age is what 23.
No, 21, right? Or did they change it to 23?
I mean, it could. I don't know, man. I'm so old right now. I can't remember, so I ain't even about to go get that. But
We in our
I'm
40s.
just
We don't remember.
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that, man. I guess that old age is kicking in for your boy, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like it's just the fact that like dude ain't really even old enough to really drink. And if he is, he probably just made the mark to drink. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she said it's still 21, cynical dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 21. So let me ask you this. Is did you say she was pregnant? I thought
She say she was.
she said she was or she say she is.
I mean, man, she said she was, man. Like, cause
Oh,
she put it out there. I think she even posted a picture of a what's a pregnancy test, saying that she had the two lies and stuff like that. Yo,
wow, liar. And that's the first thing women do when they want you. They lie. They think a baby is gonna hold you down, hold them
Zion.
down,
Hmm.
but that's not the case.
Yeah, you wireless. Sporties, man. It's early in the morning. My brain is all over the place, man. Cut me a little break, bro.
You ain't the only one.
I'm just telling you, man. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not a morning person, so I'm not as sharp as I normally would be when we do like our late afternoon, early evening show. So cut your boy some slack right now. And plus, you seen me up in some streams earlier this morning too. So come on now, just be real with yourself.
Oh, you was on people's streams earlier?
I was just in the chat, not like on the street. But yeah, I was up. I was kept like, man, I need to go to sleep. But a lot of stuff was going on, and it was just so good. But yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
he you should know that, man. Grandpa Killer Zero, come on, man. I ain't that old now.
mhm.
Shoot. I still all of my facial hair is still black, brother.
Put it this way, we're not 40 yet, but we in our 30s. So
Exactly. That's
just
all
know
I'm saying. Like I still got a head full of black hair and a full beard and a goatee of black. So yeah, I ain't there yet, brother.
Right, right.
But yeah, that woman is something else, man. Like she really need to chill with that, like for real. Like and plus it just shows you the mindset of how a lot of these women are in society, not just you know in the rich people circles and stuff like that. It really just shows you their mindset. They all about trying to get a bag. They all trying to just get some notoriety, get some fame off of messing with a basketball player, getting and trying to just get exposure.
Mm-hmm. That's all they want. And it's sad to say, but those BBLs be working.
Hmm.
They get the BBLs, and all of a sudden they become high status women.
Hmm. Do you want to say anything to this melody, or you just want to
Why you even
keep it
pull that
moving?
up? You know I don't put my business out there. I don't even know why you pull that up. Just know I
Right.
am a millennial and I ain't hitting 40.
Yeah.
So I'm not 40 yet. So
Happy life. What are you doing, man? Do you really want me to? You really want me to play you right now? Okay. Let me see. Happy life rights. Killer Swag be 41 trying to make it.
I know. Killa Swag is like mid to early 30s. He
There
is not,
you go.
yeah, he is not no 41.
Yeah, I'm nowhere close to 40 yet,
We
bruh.
we nowhere
Nice
close
try
to
though.
40. Nowhere close, but keep on trying to play us out.
Right. Nice try though, happy life.
Right.
Nice try, buddy.
We in a round with let's name some people. We ain't Courtney Michelle yet, but we are
Yeah.
let's see,
We
Chantel,
we ride around with Chantel Simone and all that,
like that.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we in
we
those
right
realms.
there.
Yeah.
We ain't know it yet. So
Right. We ain't there yet, man. So yeah, don't try to tack on years on our age just because y'all feel some type of way. Don't do that.
exactly. Right, you in your
Hey,
30s too. There you go.
see, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot.
At all.
Yeah, man.
You
But
know,
of,
you
of
get too
course,
personal and putting the ages out there, then people start matching up your age with your name and all that, and then they start doxing. We like to keep
hmm,
it secret. We just say we in our 30s, and that's all
exactly.
you need to know.
That's all you need to know, man. That's all you need to know. Yeah. We already touched on that at the beginning of the show. But we'll talk about it probably when we open the panel, maybe. But yeah, we already touched on that. All right, I see. I feel 37. Do your thing. Oh my God.
No, you're probably not even 37 yet. You feel 37?
Hmm.
What he's saying, he feel 37?
That's what it says. It say, I see. I feel 37. Do your thing.
Oh gosh. You shouldn't
you
feel
know,
old. You should feel young. I feel 21. How about that?
right? We remember Huscular and Muscular. You came here with us to celebrate it too. So yeah, we remember.
Yeah. We already said happy birthday. We showed you love. You
Yeah,
just
man.
38 years young. You're good.
Right. Yeah, man. Huh. Exactly.
Still got a whole life ahead of you. But
Sure do, man.
right? But should we move on to the next one about the therapist? Wait, no, not the
Uh,
therapist. It was the other one.
it was the baby doing the. I mean,
The
the
baby
teen
mom.
mom doing the crazy stuff. Yeah, we can
All
talk
right,
about that
I'll
right
touch
now.
that. Okay,
Cause
guys.
I'm done talking about OnlyFriends slash BBL slash NBA drama. So yeah. Oh,
Right.
he said I'm 39. Get it right. Look at him.
Oh, 39. Okay, pushing 40. There we go. But you a young
Hmm.
39. You a young 39.
Yeah, man. Let me see. I'm more anonymous. I have more leeway, but Melody cams up, Killer Swag has videos, and we know his voice is different. Hey, it don't really matter to me, man. Like, of course, people know my face if you do look at my pre-records on my channel. So, cause trust me, if I wanted to be discreet, y'all would never know what I look like.
Right.
But
But
at the same time, I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and plus, I mean, not to sound like some arrogant dude or anything. I'm not an ugly guy by any stretch of the
no,
imagination.
he's
So
not.
I
He
don't,
made
I don't,
it.
I don't, what I'm saying, and much respect to the people who never cabs up, what I'm saying? Like, I got nothing but love for those people, but like, let's be for real. I don't necessarily have to hide behind this box. I just choose to because that's just what I want to do right now.
Right. Well, next week, we're gonna be doing our grown and sexy conversations where we will all be on cam except for Game Changers. So make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, that's gonna be something, and we need all of y'all to turn up for that one, cause this ain't gonna be like anything you done seen on Killing Them Sweetly so far. Like I said, except for GC and maybe someone else, everybody is gonna see all of our faces.
Yeah, Mel, it's Mel. GC and Mel are the only ones who are not camming up. Everyone else has to cam up. It's mandatory. And the reason why GC don't have to cam up is because he's always hid his face for reasons.
Personal
Yeah,
reasons, yeah.
personal reasons, exactly, because of his job. And Mel, he's never showed his face. But we have
Hmm.
people like Huscular and Muscular who actually went on Melanie King's and showed his face. So there is no excuse why you shouldn't cam up.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exacto mundo, man.
Hey, Bronze. Oh yeah, if you come up, you don't ever have to cam up either for personal reasons.
Right, yeah, yeah. Brosberg, he's hashtag never cam up, so we not about to make him break that vow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But everybody else have to be on cam.
Yeah, man. Like you gotta be, cause I mean, how else are you gonna be a part of this experience, yo? Like, come on now. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? If anybody as that really wants to be a part of the Grown and Sexy Conversations, I will put the email in the chat real quick so that y'all can hit us up and let us know that you want to be a part of this. And if you definitely do, I'm going to definitely need some type of picture of you so that I can throw you onto a thumbnail.
Hmm. No, Hustler, we're not trying to put you on the spot. We're just keeping it real. Like, you've cammed up for Melanie King already, so you got to cam up for Killing Them Sweetly. It is what it is. It'd be different if you had personal reasons and you never cammed up before, but since you have, we would appreciate if you cam up.
So you hear about yeah, I heard about that, but we ain't gonna talk about that until I don't know.
We'll
I
do that.
heard about it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we'll do.
could probably do that sometime this week, maybe on a late
Yeah,
night show or something, right?
yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah. Or we could just do it maybe, before, the prelude before the grown and sexy conversation. We could talk about that or something.
Right. Why, thank
Yeah.
you, Happy Life. I appreciate you.
Hmm.
We appreciate it. Okay, so let's move on to the next one because we don't have much time left
Right.
on
We
here.
don't, because it's already 12 o'clock. So yeah, we ain't got a lot of time. So let's get to this teen mom doing what she did to her baby.
So I'm gonna pull it up from the shade room. Share
And
my
while
screen.
she's pulling this up, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all really feel generous enough to support the show that you are watching right now, you already see this scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but just in case if you need some incentive,
I need y'all to hit the Cash App and support the show.
Right. Make sure you do that. And please help us out by subscribing if you're new and share the stream. Oh, and I appreciate you, Cynical One. I see that you shared our links earlier on your channel. So big up
yeah.
to you.
Salute to you, man. And just like, oh, and my boy Shannon Sharp, he also has a message for you guys as well, though.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please do that. I got 5 more subscriptions to go. You guys make sure you subscribe to me. 5 more, I'll be at 2K, and we will definitely be celebrating on our next stream if we hit that by the end of the week. Well, actually by next Sunday. So please, guys, put the word out. Make sure
Yeah.
you guys get me to 2,000, and let's hit that subscribe button for Killa Swag also on his channel.
Much appreciations to you. But I mean, once Melody hits that 2K, it's all gonna be about Melody. So y'all ain't gotta think about little old Killer, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be me regardless. But that girl has been trying to get to 2K for the longer. So once she finally hits it, make sure y'all shower her with all the love and support so that she can keep going. And then, like I said, once we get to that 2K, drive that number up to 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 9K, and then 10K.
Yes. Why is it not going to it? Hold on.
You ain't hit the link, yo?
I thought I did. Let me unshare. Hold on.
Mm.
Hold
Yeah,
on a second. Let me get there. My bad. Okay, it's up now. Give me a second.
okay, cool. All right.
All right, I see it. It's right here.
All right.
I see it.
Sad story, yo.
It's a very sad story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. So, teen mother charged after reportedly giving her 9-month-old infant a fentanyl laced bottle. This is horrible. So, I'm going to read this and then we'll give our takes on it. Police in Florida have arrested a teenage mother in the death of her 9-month-old infant after she allegedly gave the child a fentanyl laced baby bottle. The teen, who wasn't publicly named due to her age, reportedly told police she believed she had given baby the baby cocaine and not fentanyl. So, okay, I can't curse, can I? All right, let me chill.
I mean, you could drop one cuss bomb. You can go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna change the words around. This biatch, this stupid
Yeah.
young biatch, had the nerve to tell a cop she thought it was cocaine. So, oh my goodness. All right. Where do I start? Because I'm very passionate when it comes to things like this.
Let it flow.
Okay. Why, if you're this stupid, why are you even having sex in the first place? Like, you're not smart at all. Why not use condoms if you don't want a child? Or why didn't you give the baby up for adoption?
Mm.
Like it doesn't make any sense to actually go through the 9 months, have the baby, wait till the baby is 9 months old, and then delete the child. It makes no sense. Like nowadays they have programs, or even if you just go to the hospital and drop the baby off anonymously, they have things like that. Like you don't have to go as far as to delete your own child. Like, and you're acting like you didn't even know there were consequences to this. Like, did you want to go to jail? Like, come on. It really makes no sense. I feel as though people should get done to them what they did to others. Like since she put fentanyl in this bottle, I feel like as the penalty, they should actually pour some fentanyl in a glass of water and give it to her and delete her that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just talking about that to my mom. Like even rapists and people that do horrible things to women or to men or whatever, they should get done what they did to the person.
Exactly.
So what's
They
your take?
deserve whatever happens, man. Like you said, what's my take?
Yeah.
My take on this whole situation is just like you hear stories all the time about a lot of women who can't even conceive children. Like they're not even able to have kids. You
Right.
hear about this stuff every day. Like a lot of these women bust into tears. They're like, only thing I want is just to be a mother. I just want to really have that experience. I want to be able to feel a child grow inside me. Like they don't understand why stuff like that happens to them on a daily basis. But then you got women like this or teen moms like this who are able to have a child, but then you delete that child by giving it a fentanyl laced baby bottle, but then you tell the police that you thought it was cocaine. Like
It's ridiculous.
you really like you really take the gift of being a mother for granted for real, because not every woman is able to do that. So the fact that a lot of these women take being a mother, the joys of being a mother, and I'm not saying there's not no struggles in being a mother either, because I mean I don't know what it's like. I can't have kids, I'm a man, so I don't know what that feel like, and I never will know. But the fact is, I know a lot of women that would do anything they could just to even be in a position to be able to give birth, let alone to raise a child. But this kid, basically, because she was a teen, this kid had a kid and then chose to do what she did to that baby boy. And that just infuriated me to no end, because it's like, what are you doing? Like, and it's like, if you knew that you couldn't take care of this kid, like Melody said, you could have put the kid up for adoption, put him in a foster home, or just had your people's somebody who you feel you could trust look after that kid. You don't do nothing like that, man. Like, that life was already snuffed out of him before he even had a chance to really know who he was.
Exactly. And you wait until a baby is 9 months. This is just horrible. This is just
Hmm.
horrible any way you look at it. Like, that baby didn't have a chance, Swag. And,
Nope.
you know, I'm sure like you just said, a family member, anybody would have took the baby, you know?
Hmm.
And it's like, it was another thing I was reading. I was kind of like this, but not really, because the teen girl, she had the baby in the hospital bathroom.
Mm.
And she took the baby, wrapped it up, and threw it, I guess smothered the baby and threw it in a garbage can. And then went home. Mind you, she was with her mother. This little girl was
That's.
with her mother. So the mother knew what was going on, right? She
Hmm.
knew that. How can you not know if somebody was pregnant? Like,
Right.
you see the bump.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
It's nuts. And then when the police came to her door and was like, "Yeah, ma'am, you're under arrest," no, he went to the door and was like, "It's such and such here." And the mother was like, "Who are you? What do you want? What do you want?" And he's like, "Well, she deleted her baby at the hospital." And the mother was acting all surprised, like she didn't know anything. But it came out later that the mother knew as well. So there are some horrible people in the world who should just give up their baby. Or, I hate to say this because I'm pro-life in a way. I guess I'm kind of pro. Like, I don't really believe in abortion, but I do under some circumstances. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, I know it sounds bad, but like, there are exceptions to me. Like, if somebody was raped, or if you just you're a horrible person and you think you're gonna hurt yourself for the baby in you, or you're gonna delete your baby, then yeah, if you do it early enough, then okay. But that's not the first option. I would say definitely give your baby up. Have the baby, give it up for adoption. That's the first choice. But if you don't want to carry that baby, then do what you got to do. But don't have the baby and then delete the baby when it's 9 months old or when it's here. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, because that's something she's gonna have to live with for the rest of her life, no matter what. Like, she's gonna have that image in her mind, or just the thought of knowing that she is the reason why her child is no longer here. Like, she's gonna have to live with that forever.
Exactly. But let her rot in that jail cell. And like I said, I honestly wish that you can have the same thing done to you when you do it to someone. You know what I mean? Like, that should be the death penalty. Here.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I absolutely agree with that. But even though there was no man involved in this picture, there was no father involved in what was going on. But with a story like this, we already know who gets the blame for stuff
It's
like
all
this.
Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Facts.
Exactly. It's always gonna be Jermaine's fault, even though it had nothing to do with a man. This is what
It's
you'll
all
get.
Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Facts.
hmm And
But
when I just think about that stuff, it just really just makes me think
So
also
what's
about
wrong with
this.
y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
And that's all I got to say about that, man. I'm sick to death of I'm sick of death of hearing story like this, man. It really just makes me feel so bad for the kid and children that end up in positions like this because, like I said, they didn't really have a chance to live. And just like we all say that is living on this earth, none of us truly asked to be here, but we're here. Let us live, yo.
right. That's what I mean. Like, what's your take on a whole like um I can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying. Like, do you think if someone is crazy and not fit to give birth or not fit to carry a baby, do you think they should go to the clinic?
Mm,
I know it's a
I
hard.
mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, normally for me, I'm usually more of like, you know, babies have a right to be here and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But of course, I also would say like under certain circumstances, I can I can understand why you would do that. I wouldn't necessarily like it, and I would be so sad about the kid because, like I said, no child really truly knows their origin until they, become of age. But
Right.
yeah, but if certain things was to happen as to how that kid got conceived, and the mom is just like, this is just so detrimental. I can't do this. I can't do this. It's like I get why they would do it. I understand. I still necessarily wouldn't be for it, but like I said, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm more or less like just preserving the child more so than anything. But like I said, I would understand if somebody decided to go to the clinic and take care of what they feel they need to take care of and stuff like that. Like if it was something that crazy, or if the mother's just unfit to take care of the kid like that, sometimes unfortunately you just have to do what you got to do.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just it's just ridiculous. Um, I think we should move on because I'm getting mad even thinking about this story.
Yeah, I can hear the passion coming out of you, man. Like I can hear it and stuff like that. And like I say, it's good to have that type of passion because it shows you that this really means something to you, and you're not just saying it just to be saying it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, a lot of people would love to hear takes like that out of content creators such as yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on
Yeah.
one second. I couldn't. I had lost a little service. I couldn't really hear the end of what you said, but I got it. I think I got it.
Yeah, all the thing I was just saying is like a lot of people just, we want to hear your real true emotions when it comes to stories like this, because I mean, it also helps to build a connection with the audience as well. Because like I said, the amount of time that I spent up here and I done heard the passion from your voice, whether if it's from topics like this or any other topic, it's made me closer to you because it's like, wow, this is the fire and the passion that I be wanting to see off rip.
I appreciate that.
hmm
Thank you. Thank you. But
Well,
let's go to.
yeah, let's move on to this next topic, which is going to be a little bit lighter. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a down or anything. And plus, it's going to be something a lot of us men are going to enjoy because it's a long time coming. It's a long, long time coming. Melody, I already sent you the link to this particular therapist that we're about to be talking about.
Okay, so let's get that pulled up. Hold on 1 minute.
hmm And yeah, this particular therapist, I'm pretty sure a lot of people within this space, whether it's in the manosphere or anywhere else, I'm pretty sure y'all know this particular therapist because she made whatever type of living she did make before they canned her, you know, basically down in men, and she was supposed to be a therapist or a clinician for men. So
Mm.
yeah. But while Melody is pulling this up, let me give you guys the backstory on this particular therapist. Like, she goes by the name on TikTok as Unusually Bree. She is a therapist that goes on and she encourages thought behavior. Now, I'm no clinician. I really don't even know a lot of people who are therapists like that, except for like, people at the hospital and stuff. But last time I checked, aren't therapists supposed to be more dignified or stuff like that?
Mhm.
Because all she does on her TikTok page is just twerk, talk about how meaty her kitty is, and like she has a lot to say. She has a whole lot to say. And like I said, and just a little while ago, she got so crazy feedback because of all the stuff that she said about men. Like, she basically disrespected men while she was a licensed clinician. And then somebody got so pissed off because of what she did, she ended up getting reported to, her superiors, and ultimately she lost her job because of this. And so far she still has been, making videos on TikTok, constantly down at men, but at the same time she wants to talk about how she's mentally unstable because of the fact that she lost her job and this and that and the third. But it's like, you can't be talking mess about men, the same people who you treat, the same people who you supposed to be helping to help them get over their traumatic experiences and to try to make them into better versions of themselves. You can't really, put them out there like that. Now, granted, she never put nobody out there by name. She never disclosed any information as far as that go. But the fact of the matter is, you got this woman out here constantly blasting men, basically sound like she said that she look at men as kind of like a come up. So now she's basically doing videos in her car, doing it in her room, constantly talking about how she got a meaty cooch and all this other stuff. But recently, she
Mm.
made a video talking about like she's not able to provide for herself. She's not able to, feed herself. She doesn't have any money. She's basically broke. That's what she's saying. And
Mm.
she's blaming the men who had her reported or had her fired for the job. And then of course there are a lot of dudes out there that probably went and apologized to her and be like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm so sorry that this did this, that did that. I didn't mean for this to happen. And then the crazy thing is, now she said, in order for your apologies to really mean something for her, you got to hit up her Cash App and show her that you mean it.
Mhm. She's using men.
Yeah. And she puts the Cash App either in the video or description, whatever. The bottom line is, she's telling dudes, if you're really sincere, pay me. Pay me so that I can provide for myself. Pay me so that I can take care of myself, feed myself, clothe myself, pay my utility bills, and all this stuff. And then, but you want to continue to act like you're so unstable, but yet you're on here like, yo, I got a fat coochie.
Well, how about this? Why don't she get a man to provide for her instead of using social media as her man, as her husband? She should be a feminine, fit, friendly woman. Because from this video, these videos, she don't look that fit or feminine. Um,
Oh
she's
no,
she's
no,
pretty much
she's not.
shaped like a whale. Okay, I mean she a little thick, I guess. She not terrible, but look how big her arms are. Look at her stomach.
Yeah. Oop,
Definitely a
she
little
was
too thick.
actually reported by another black female therapist. Whoop!
Oh, it
Even
was
the
a black
women
female.
said, even the women said you doing too much out here.
Look at that. Look at that. Mm. But yeah, she's pretty much doing too much. She needs to get her a husband. She needs to be a woman. Be a woman and go get you a husband. Stop
Yeah,
asking social media to pay for everything because you're not
yeah,
gonna
but
get what you want. You're not even that hot.
no, not at all. But the question is, like, what man is gonna want to deal with that? Like, she's ratchet, she's loud. All she cares about is, how meaty and girthy her coochie is, and she constantly talks about how men ain't this, man ain't that. Like, what man in his right mind is gonna want to deal with that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said she needs to become fit, feminine, and friendly. Rest in peace to the late great Kevin Samuels. If she
Hmm.
want to find a man, because she's definitely not feminine. She's very
Yeah,
masculine.
right. And but peep this, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Just recently, she came out on this page that Melody got up here on the screen. I can't think of what video it is,
Oh,
but she basically announced that real soon she's about to have a OnlyFriends page. So that means she probably gonna be busting it wide open for all of those simps that be wanting to see the fat, meaty, girthy, scrumptious
mm.
coochie.
She must be doing BBW. I mean, I guess she can get the men who want the BBWs, you know.
Right. Like she is just ratchet as what. Like I thought like when you became a clinician slash therapist that you're supposed to have a certain type of self-control. Like whatever you do outside the office, like in your personal life, that's your business. But you're out here supposed to be representing for all the therapists. And then when you out here doing stuff like this, you're making other therapists look bad because
Mhm.
it's like, dang, this is how a lot of these therapists think. Is that
Not
how
other
they really?
therapists. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
not other therapists. You make not other therapists. You're making other black therapists, black female therapists look bad.
There it
Like,
is.
what person is going to want to go see a black female therapist after this? Not I.
Hmm.
Not me.
Exactly. I know I wouldn't trust nobody like that with any of my deepest, darkest secrets. Because, like, even though she couldn't say my name on public platforms like that, because if she ever were to have done something like that, if I ever was to have been, in therapy with her, I could sue her for that because that's kind of like a, attorney-client privilege. You can't reveal that type of stuff to the public. But the fact of the matter is, if she ever were to have revealed anything that I've ever said, I could get her for that. And plus, it's like, why would I want to deal with that type of trauma? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like whatever you're supposed to tell this therapist is supposed to be between you and the therapist. That's it. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, don't get me wrong. She ain't put nobody out there. But it's just the fact that the behavior that you're displaying, the ratchetness that you're showing, and the lack of empathy that you have for men is
Yeah,
very telling for a black female therapist.
exactly. Exactly. And it's like, yeah, you're right, Cynical. She is displaying a type of behavior most therapists are against. Absolutely.
Shoot,
Like she's the one
yes,
that needs therapy herself.
yes. She needs therapy in the worst way possible. And then what makes it so crazy, she's the type of chick that a lot of these dudes go to therapy for.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's terrible. But which video do you think you want me to go through the videos and see which one it is?
Go to the one where it says Shabri, go down, go down. You know where it says Shabri Rawls right there, the 84K views right there. It got her cash app. Like hit that one.
84K.
Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up.
This one,
Go to the right, to the right.
right?
No,
Okay.
right there. No, no, other one, other one.
Huh?
The one
This
right there. Yeah, that one. That one. Go to that one.
Okay, so I definitely tweeted this to all the men who keep saying sorry for overreacting and doxing my personal fucking information. Y'all drug my fucking name through the mud. You sent me death threats, and I literally fear for my safety all the goddamn time because of your anger. You were threatening to SA me, and I've been SA'd probably 5 times or so in my lifetime. So the trauma from that, wow. And y'all repeatedly swatted my job, so much so that they fired me. And y'all are just saying
real quick. So she's saying that she's been SA'd and they're threatening to SA her. I need to see receipts because that
Absolutely.
sounds right. That sounds like lies.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in my opinion, like I said, I'll never say that somebody is like really lying because I don't know anybody's real story. But if you're on social media and you're saying stuff like this talking about people are threatening to SAU and do this, that, or the third. No, I'm gonna need you to put some receipts out there. I'm gonna need you to put some names out there. I need you to put some messages out there to show that you not on no BS. Because right now, I don't know what you girls always say. "Well, it's giving me. It's giving me." Well, at this point, it's just giving me crazy vibes or giving me that lion vibes because at the end of the day, if somebody really was doing it, you would have no problem showing it off. But since you ain't showing no receipts, you ain't showing no messages of dudes saying that they would do this and do that or whatever. Right now, I'm just looking at you like a big fat liar right now. And at this point, and yes, I'm about to say the trigger word. It all sounds like cap to me.
CAP. 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 Cap.
Yeah, it sounds like big cap to me. And it's definitely giving a woman scorn, a hurt woman. She's hurt that she may have been SA'd in the past. So now she's using that to ruin other men. That's what it sounds like. She's trying to ruin men's reputations out there, even though I still need to see receipts to see if these men were really saying this to her, which I doubt they were. But yeah, she hates men so much that she's willing to put the SA theory out there. Like every Me Too woman does that.
Exactly. And honestly, I think I can speak for all men when I say this. We're sick and tired of this. Like every time something bad happens to you, which you caused, you want to blame us for your hardships. You want to blame us for everything that you're going through, even though you don't think about the damage that you caused, which led up to your quote unquote demise of employment. Like, no, man, you need to stop trying to pass the buck on somebody and get your butt out of bed or take your butt out that refrigerator out of whatever it is you like to do and step in that bathroom or step in the bedroom or wherever it is you got it in and take one good long hard look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is it really all of these people that's doing this to me, or is it me creating this S show? And is it me doing all of this to myself? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Don't be saying, oh, this is this person's fault, that person's fault. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself, because let's be for real. As an adult, ain't nobody supposed to be holding your hand. You know what you're doing out here. You know the stuff that you're saying. You know how you're portraying yourself out here. So don't blame a certain gender because your life sucks right now. Like, don't play with me on that. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and figure out, why am I in the same position that I've always been in? And I'll tell you why. Because it's your mouth. All you want to do is disrespect men on a daily, and then you want to try to place false allegations that you have no receipts to. Like, you really need to stop with this. And I'm getting sick and tired of it, for real.
Yeah, I am too. It's women like that who make all women look bad. I hate to say, especially women of color.
Yeah, and you wonder why a lot of black dudes want to mess with white girls or Latinas or Asians, or become, as my boy Brownsburg would say, passport bros, passport bros. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, white women aren't any better, but let's say American women aren't any better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, America. Shoot, Western society as a whole is a mess. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm. That is why the passport bros exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, but fair use, guys. I didn't say fair use before. I don't think I have to say fair use for TikTok, but we're gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, and before you play it again, let me throw that up here on the screen real quick. Fair use, fair use. Fair use. Oh, God, I don't like this woman.
I really don't either. Okay, let me continue.
Sorry? Baby, I have panic attacks. I don't sleep at night. My life is not.
Oh, she need therapy bad. She has panic attacks. She don't sleep at night. Instead of trying to get her job back, she needs to go out there and find a therapist.
Absolutely.
There he is.
The same. I have like severe trust issues because y'all threatened to end my life because I suggested, hey, life for men is really fucking difficult and you don't have to do it alone. So go to fucking therapy. But it's like, cut this bitch head off, right? At what point do we start holding men accountable for their anger? As a clinician, I'm never going to shame you for a natural human emotion, but I need y'all to understand that anger is secondary and there's something beneath that. So at large, a lot of y'all are depressed, ashamed of yourselves. Y'all feel like y'all feel unfulfilled lives. So you externalize.
It sounds like she's talking about herself.
That's what I was getting from it. But my thing is, you want to talk about, you're not going to shame men for wanting to go to therapy. And I mean, I guess that's good or whatever. But then you want to run off a list of what's wrong with men and how men are focused and this, that, but didn't you just say that you were dealing with a lot of trauma too? So in my honest to God opinion, why in the world would I ever want to go to a therapist who needs to go to therapy herself?
Right. The only thing she could do, I can see her being profitable doing, is OnlyFriends, and that's only the BBW category. Or if they had a ratchet category, I think she can do that too. Because some people like the hood ratchet category. I've seen it.
Yeah. They love to file mouths twerking all the time, constantly talk about how good their cat is and all this stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure she'll find her viewership, but
oh yeah, some dudes will be willing to pay just to see her, bust it wide open, spread them cheeks far and wide and stuff like that. You ain't getting no money out of me though, but some dudes will do it.
I mean, she won't be as successful as most OnlyFriends women.
Oh
but
no,
she
not at all.
She would make some pennies, some chump change to help her survive.
Yeah. Like the most that she'll come away with on a day's work is maybe $20, and I'm being generous right now.
Hey, let's be honest. Maybe $40. $40.
Hey man, well around here we always say the $40 holler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hey.
Right. I can see that. $40 holler. But that's $60 a day. You time that by 7 days a week. Are you good at math? What's that?
Shoot, I'm terrible at math. I mean, I know a little bit, but like I said, my brain's still kind of cloudy right now. Say being early in the morning.
I'm bad too, so don't feel bad.
Oh
my God.
Well, Happy Life says she comes away with 25.
Right, $280 a week. Now she can survive off that. She get on Section 8. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, you clicked on another video.
Damn. So did you see where we were at?
Well, if you click off a TikTok video, it's gonna start over. So
it's all right.
Okay, so I definitely tweeted SA probably 5 times
there, right?
or so in my lifetime. So much so that they fired me. And y'all are just saying sorry? Baby, I have panic attacks.
Here we are.
I don't sleep at night. My life is not the same. I have like severe trust issues because y'all threatened to end my life because I suggested, hey, life for men is really fucking difficult and you don't have to do it alone. So go to fucking therapy. But it's like, cut this bitch head off, right? At what point do we start holding men accountable for their anger? As a clinician, I'm never going to shame you for a natural human.
As soon as you take accountability for yours, then we can start holding other people accountable. But right now, as Black women, we need to say, hey, why are we so angry? Why do we upset men so much? Why is it that other groups of men aren't as upset and angry at their women how our men are? When I say our men, I mean Black men. I mean, we don't own nobody, but what I mean, like our race of men. How come our race of men are the only ones who can't control their group of women?
Well, they're the only race of woman that goes with the moniker of we can't tell them what to do. Like no matter how hard we try, even if it's to your own, even if it's to better you, to help you further along, they're so defiant towards black men to the point to where black men are just like, man, you know what? Screw it. We just gonna let you fall on your face and let you figure it out.
Right, exactly. So before black men take accountability, black women need to also get off their high horse and take accountability as well. We all need to take accountability. How about that?
Yeah, we all need to take accountability for us to really genuinely begin to heal and come together as one. Because I said this in a show that we did a while back, and I still stand on this. The black community, in my opinion, is done.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I don't think we can ever fix it. I feel bad for the future kids.
Yeah, I feel bad for those, man, because like let's be honest, man, we don't have no real values in our community anymore. Cause like we used to take pride in being what we were back in the day. Nowadays, you got all of these people saying crazy stuff. We out here looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? You got homegirl, Sukiana with the yellow streams coming down and stuff like that. Like they just love to embarrass themselves. Like I said, and it's the men too. Don't get me wrong. Men out here embarrassing themselves too. But it's just we as a community as a whole, like I think we at the point of no return at this point. And I know a lot of people are gonna look at me and be like, you shouldn't say stuff like that. We should need to come together. We need to fight. My thing is I only want to rock with people that really genuinely want to help build. I don't want to just rock with my community just because they're black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've known a lot of people, especially like this woman on this screen, they're not helping us. They're not helping the black community at all. If anything, they're making us the biggest laughing stock in the country.
You got Sukiana. Yeah, we got all these black women embarrassing us.
Yeah. But then in the same breath, y'all want people of other races and nationalities to take us seriously. Make it make sense.
It ain't gonna happen. And I did notice a lot of times other nationalities think they can treat black people anyway because they look at us like the laughing stock of the world. They, you go in the store, they're being rude, but that's your fault. That's our fault because of how we portray ourselves. So other races of people look at us like trash because that's how most of us carry ourselves, like trash.
Ghetto gaggers.
Yeah, right, exactly. But fair use, guys. We gotta get through this video. Fair use.
Yeah, we do, because we ain't got that much time, yo.
At all.
I need y'all to understand that anger is secondary and there's something beneath that. So at large, a lot of y'all are depressed, ashamed of yourselves. Y'all feel like y'all feel unfulfilled lives. So you externalize that hatred that's inward onto other people who just want you to do better. Am I surprised by the response that I got? Absolutely not. Every time I encouraged my ex, who was screaming in my face for hours, actively, emotionally abusing me, when I would suggest him go to therapy, he reacted the same way. And then would just come in with an apology because he saw that I was ready to fucking end my life. So am I going to shame you about your anger? Absolutely.
So she was, I can't say the word, as well, in life as well. What do you call that? She was delusional.
Yeah.
Delusional. I like that one. She was delusional.
She was unalivable.
Unalivable. She wanted to just end it all. She is a terrible therapist. She needs therapy badly.
Absolutely. She needed it in the worst way possible. But like I said, you got people like this that want to try to help other people that got mental issues. Like, it's like the saying goes, hurt people, yo.
Yeah, she probably know what she's doing. She's probably trying to hurt other people by pretending to be there for them and listen to their stories, listen to their life stories. She probably not even paying attention when they talk. She's probably go in one ear and out the other. Like,
Right.
how in the heck did she even get a license to be a therapist?
Mm. She probably put on a damn good act.
Probably.
Wait a minute, she's Caribbean Latina? What?
Who said that?
It's on this comment on the screen right here. I
It
thought
was,
it was shown that this therapist is Caribbean Latina.
what, like Dominican or Cuban or something?
I don't know.
She might be, but she's still black. Like, I don't sit there and separate people by where they're from. Like, if you're black, you're black to me, especially if you're here in America. If you're Dominican, you're Dominican. If you, whatever you are, if you look black like us, if you have brown skin and our hair texture, you're black. Because at the end of the day, that's what the white folks look at us all and say, y'all all black. We all black.
Yeah, we all get that label no matter what.
Right. And she's here in America, so she has westernized ways. So it don't
Oh
matter.
yeah, she's too far gone in the Western society swamp.
Right. It's not where her family is from, it's where she's at
Exactly.
and how she's acting. So
Mhm.
I don't want to hear that, oh, she's Latina, she's Caribbean. It don't matter. She's a Western woman.
Right.
But fair use, guys. We got to get through this video.
Yes, we do.
Fair use.
Fair use.
Absolutely not. Anger is an agitating force that can initiate change, but y'all ingest that shit and harbor it to where it becomes a poison, to where anytime somebody might suggest doing things a little bit differently, you want to end their fucking lives. Are we not? Listen. I may have been real nuck if you buck, but as a woman who's been chronically abused by men, I'm fucking tired of it. But me saying take your dusty ass to therapy does not warrant y'all mocking my mental health, y'all telling me to end my life, y'all threatening to SA me. None of these things are equivalent. None of them. Like, y'all really got so butthurt over a bitch y'all don't even know, who literally dedicated my life to treating y'all mental and emotional disturbances. But fuck me, right? Y'all only apologize to make yourselves feel better. I'm honestly, to my core, surprised that I'm still alive, because I was about to clip my shit in December because I didn't figure, I don't know how I'm supposed to live. Like, y'all want me to move on from this shit, but y'all keep bringing it the fuck up. This shit ruined everything. I don't think y'all understand this. Okay, so I definitely tweeted
That's the end of
this
that. That's
to all the men who keep saying sorry for overreacting and doxing.
Yeah, because it just started over. It just started over. That's what I just said.
All right, so that was absolutely insane.
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's all I was getting from that. I was getting that, and I was also getting this. That's all I was getting. Just I'm a PhD. That's all I was getting from that.
Yes, like seriously, she should be ashamed of herself. Like, she's supposed to be there to help people through their problems, to help them not want to expire, you know, to help them want to live to see another day. That's what she's supposed to be here for. Instead, she's all crazy and insane.
Like I said, man, hurt people, yo. And it just don't make no sense whatsoever, man. It's like, what exactly are you thinking? Like, I don't
know.
Like, you haven't even healed from your traumas yet, but yet you trying to heal other people, other men through their traumas, and you haven't even dealt with yours yet. Like, yeah, it takes, cojones to admit that you had these issues growing up. But my thing is, what are you going to do about them? They're not just going to go away because you talk about them on TikTok. Right. They're not going to go away because you want to blast men all day talking about, y'all want me to unalive myself because I don't even know how I was going to make it through December. And like I said, I don't know her situation. Maybe she did have those thoughts. I don't know. But at the same time, who put you in that position, though?
Right.
You can say all you want, oh, it was men, it was this, it was that. But somebody just said in the comment section or in the chat that it was a woman who helped get you fired. So why are you just looking straight at men? And I heard, and that wasn't the first time I heard that. I heard that it was multiple women that also petitioned for this woman to get fired. So why are you always wanting to try to pass the buck on men, saying it's all men's fault? Like, you see, men, we are always looked at as like the punching bag of the society. Like when things go wrong, blame a man for it. But then whenever you truly need us, it's like, we love you, man. We can't get enough of you. We value you. We love you. But then once you get what you want from us, it's like, oh, get out of here. Like, y'all ain't ish. Get away from me. That's why with certain women, like, that be in these spaces, like a Danica, like Melody, like all of these other people that's really for men. And I would even go as far as to say, what's her name? It's Tay Tay Baby. Like those women that I've mentioned, and like I'm saying again, Melody, because she's, not just because she's right here next to me, y'all. So don't be saying that. But the fact of the matter is, from what I get out of those women that I mentioned, they truly give a damn about men. They truly care about how men's mental health. They really do. They care more about it more so than a quote unquote therapist. What does that tell you?
It tells you a lot. It's like you can't tell who's a chameleon these days. Oh yeah,
You
she's
can't.
definitely yeah. AHJ said Melanie King is a fraud. She's a big time fraud. She's like
I
one of the
see.
biggest chameleons.
Yeah, like I mean, and plus she loves to regurgitate a lot of talking points, yo. Like
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It's like at first I didn't know what to make of her because she was always kind of iffy to me. But then after I really started watching her stuff and everything, it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Right now, I just strictly view her as entertainment. But that's all I'm going to do. Like, I'm never going to like really take what she says and like gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how I feel about it, yo. Like she's making her money. She got her subscribers. She got everybody that's rocking with her. And like I said, much respect to her. But I can't rock with what she be talking about.
Not at all.
And that's just like with the homegirl Courtney Michelle. From what I'm hearing and everything that's going on around in these parts, it's like she went from preaching Kevin Samuel's message to now she talk about red pill is just bad and
Heard
like
that.
she really coming down on this type of she talking mess about the manosphere. She like it's like she did a complete 180 out here, yo.
A complete 180. And well, I can't really judge any of them, like her or the other one. What's her name? I'm sorry, Chantel. I couldn't even get that out because
Yeah.
there's qualities in both of them that I like.
Mm-hmm.
But from watching Chantel stream yesterday, I don't know. It kind of made me feel differently about.
Yeah. And then come to find out, somebody said something to the effect that Courtney Michelle was supposedly called out Pink Book Lessons or something.
For what?
I don't know. They said it was on her Instagram live, but they said she called her out.
Damn, so she's just calling everybody out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bronzebird said he called out Courtney a while ago. I mean, a lot of people did. Game Changer did. A lot of people was calling her out when she was on Lapeef because of the whole Amira situation where they was going back and forth. It was like, oh, now that there's real femininity on the panel, now she can't take it.
Yeah, Sporties.
Colors.
Yeah, Sporties. That's exactly it, man. That's it, yo. And I know I know that you hang around in them sectors as well, my guy. So yeah.
Wait, he said there's what did he say? There's nuance to Courtney's message. She's still uplifting men. She's not going with the BS in the black manosphere lately.
I mean, I understand that portion, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just be for real. I I even had to step away from the manosphere after
Me
everything
too.
that went down. So, like I said, so that's why, like with my content, I'm not even trying to be on no red pill stuff because I'm just gonna keep it all the way a buck, man. And this may offend some people. I don't care, but I see a lot of people in these spaces. They constantly misuse what the red pill really is supposed to mean.
Mhm.
Like being red pill is not just about learning women's behavior. It's not about learning how a woman like learning the games that women play and stuff like that. Being red pill is about being alert to everything in this world, whether it's politics. I mean, yes, you can say women too, but at the same time, it's about everything. Everything that you consume, everything that you thought was real, but it actually is not. That's the whole point of red pill. It's not about, oh, women ain't this, women ain't that, or men ain't this, men ain't that. It's not just about that.
That's
But a
what
lot of
they turned it
people,
into.
yeah, that's exactly what they turned it into. Like, but they always love to reference the Matrix movie. They always love to reference that first movie, but yet you fail to realize the whole point of that whole scene with Morpheus and Neo. He Morpheus ain't hold up the two pills and say if if you take the blue pill, you're gonna be a simp, and then if you take the red pill, you're gonna be a player. No, he said if you gonna take this blue pill, you're gonna go back to your regular life. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna go back to work, do what you've been doing before. But if you take this red pill, you get to come to Wonderland, and I show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. Meaning, you gonna see some things that you never thought that you was gonna see before. But like I said, nowadays people take that term red pill for granted, and that's why, like I said, don't get me wrong. There's some stuff I still agree with over there, but I still have to separate myself from that.
Yeah, what made me want to separate myself from the manosphere talking point was the whole Pearl situation. Like seeing how people were raccooning and they was willing to make their own race look bad for a pasty chick. Like I'm like, oh no, this is what really pushed me away. Like I was able to tolerate the talking about the women and stuff because I did feel the same way they felt about women in our community. Like I was like, yes, because I've been feeling like this for a long time. It's just that you didn't really hear people talking about it in real life. But I came through Game Changer and I was like, oh wow, these people feel exactly how I feel. And that's what made me subscribe to the manosphere in the first place. But now it completely changed. Now that's all they talk about is black women this and black women that, black women, black women, black women, black women. And that's kind of what, made me push it away. The whole Pearl situation. I just couldn't. I'm like, oh, heck no. But Courtney was correct with a lot of things she said, but so was Chantel. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, like everybody has their points, man. Everybody got their points and how this go. So, I mean, not everybody is completely wrong on this, but it's just certain ways you go about it, yo.
Exactly. But look who we have, H&M. Part of our Grown and Sexy Conversations. What's going on?
Salute.
Hustler and Muscular, you there?
Are you there, my boy?
Going once. Going twice.
Come on, I need to hear that. Kill them sweet, bringing the heat.
Yeah.
All in these YouTube streets. Come on, man.
Right.
I gotta hear it, bro. He might have stepped away knowing him, because I mean we was talking a good while, so he might have stepped away for a second.
But anybody else want to come up? I'm gonna paste the link again.
Yeah, man. Somebody come on up, man. But just remember, y'all, we ain't got that much time. So just like I said, we not saying speed through it, but just be mindful of that. Like we both got something that we have to do around 2:00 our time. So
right, and we trying to leave even before that. Like I'm trying to get to at least a 2.5 hour mark, maybe even a 2 hour mark if we don't really get anybody up here. He's back.
Right.
Hey, H&M.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. What's going on?
Oh, my bad. Audio issues.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
okay. Anyway, before I speak on this topic, and boy, I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna make this quick. My God. Let me just say, first shout out goes to the man with the plan. Knows what he says. Killa Swag be getting that bag. He don't care about no price tags. And last but not least, it's my sweet melody of just telling me that when you be chilling, that's a
Hey, you kind of broke up, but I know what you said. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that.
I got what you were saying too. You was breaking up a little bit, but I was following.
Thank you, though. We appreciate it.
Salute to you, Hobie.
Salute. So, what do you
of
got to say
course.
on
Gotta
any
say,
of these topics? You can choose any topic you want to talk about.
there,
What's your take on it?
that there,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that audio is bad right now, Hobie.
Oh, H&M, can you hear me?
He might have a delay too.
I can hear you.
Yeah, your audio was really, really bad.
Yeah, you was Borging out of this world, bro.
And you have a delay.
Oh yeah, he definitely has.
KillinEmSweetly, can you hear me?
Now
I hear you. We hear you. Yeah. It might be the area he in though.
Yeah, kind of like when you're at work sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where I'm at. That's why I'm trying to make this quick.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. We can hear you now. See if you can go now.
Okay. That therapist, I think she needs more therapy than half of them people that she's trying to help. She's crazy.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And as far as this
absolutely.
whole red pill is concerned, I think over time, red pill kind of lost its luster. You know, it started out teaching men female nature, like Killa Swag said, the female nature, the games they play, how to have an abundance mindset and abandon that whole scarcity mindset. Now people want to just take it to a whole nother level. Now they're just using it just to, I don't know, put all ladies in the same category. It's like teaching somebody self-defense. They want to go around kicking and punching everybody. It was never made for that purpose, but you got the knuckleheads that abuse it. So that's what's happening with the red pill. People are abusing it and just, not looking at it for what its true purpose was. Getting an understanding and embracing the reality of what's really going on in this old messed up ass dating market. So it's lost its luster over time. I still love the red pill. I still embrace it. But I have to look at it. But I have to also embrace the fact that you got the few people out there that's just making it look bad for the people that want to learn from it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. Like I said, it taught a lot of us a lot of the game as far as like how women are and how things are and stuff like that. But yeah, over time, this talk of red pill, blue pill, beta male, alpha male, like so many people that has so many definitions to it. It's like they just overuse the word. It's like I told somebody the other day, like how this space in particular always overuses the word simp. Like to me, it's like it completely lost, like Hustler Musker said, it lost its luster because I've always been of the mindset that a simp is a dude that is constantly trying to get at a girl who don't even want him. Like, they just like, yo, I'm gonna keep on doing it. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you would think that that's what that's for. But nowadays, they're calling dudes, even in relationships, simps. Like a dude could just be doing for his girl or doing for his wife, and automatically he get called a simp for that. It's like, wow, that's crazy to me.
I can't stand when that happens. Like they was calling Russell Wilson a simp and other married celebrities a simp. They got the words twisted. I don't think they're simps. I just think they're
Here's the thing about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is married to a woman that had relations with other men, 50 Cent and Future. She's basically for the streets, but she hasn't changed up her ways since she met Russell Wilson. So I will call him a simp. How you gonna be with a female that's still thirst trapping for other men, even though y'all are in a relationship together. That's what you call being a simp. You're doing the right things for the wrong kind of people. That's what being a simp truly is. But like Killa said, it lost its luster over time. You could be a simp just for complimenting a female, which I think is bullshit, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. But do you agree with that, Killa, that that's a simp? Like if you're a husband to a woman and what he said, you overdo it and all that, is that a simp to you or is that something else?
I mean, as far as like Russell Wilson's case, like honestly, I don't even. But I'm gonna try to answer the best way I can. Like Russell Wilson, he already got a bad rep because he messed with Future's leftovers. So and plus she already done had a kid with the man. And plus, I mean, if anybody's been paying attention, Future's still firing shots at Russell Wilson these days. But the reason why he's getting a bad rap is because Russell Wilson is messing with her, and he didn't have any kids before he messed with Sierra. Now, what, he got 2 kids with Sierra, I think.
Yeah, he has 2. But I know all that. But would you consider that a simp? He married the woman. What's your definition of a simp before you answer my question?
My definition of a simp.
Can answer that for you.
Well, let me hear him first, and I want to hear your definition, if you don't mind.
Yeah. My definition of a simp is, basically what I already described. Basically like a dude that's pining for a woman that don't even want him, like whether if it's through monetary gain or constantly showing her affection, but she don't feel the same way that you do. But and you might even deep down know that she don't feel that way towards you, but you still doing it anyway because you got it in your mind, like maybe one of these days she is going to change her mind because I'm doing everything that ain't no other man doing for me, and blah 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 blah. That's my interpretation of a simp.
You want a prime example of simp?
Yeah,
you want to find what a simp is?
Huh?
Okay. My definition of a simp is basically a man who does the right things before the wrong kind of person. Going out, doing good things, not interested in him. A prime example of a simp is Urkel from Big Matters. Simping over what 8-9 years old. That's what you call a simp.
You were Borgin, bro.
You were Borgin really bad, but we heard bits and pieces of what you were saying, and your definition was similar to Swag's, but not quite. It was a little different. So pretty much, H&M, you're saying that a simp is you can be married and everything, but she's the wrong person, and you're going above and beyond. That's what you're saying. And Swag is saying that it's a girl that you want, that you're not married, but you're doing everything you can to get her affection and her attention, but she's like kind of shooting you down, but you just keep trying and going harder. I agree with both of you to a certain extent, but I do swing towards Swag more because I don't think if you're married, I don't think that applies because you already got her. She already got you. Obviously she's giving up the buns, she's giving you everything, right? She's giving it up, and you're doing things for her. And obviously she did feel some type of attraction to you. She married you. Y'all married each other. She doing what she got to do as a wife, and you're doing what you got to do as a husband. So I don't think that's a simp because you're married. Now, to Swag's point, if you guys are not married and you're chasing her constantly, bringing her flowers to her job, and she giving you a dirty look like, nigga, leave me alone. Excuse my language, but leave me alone. Stop chasing me. And she might even go to the extent to tell her friends at work, like, yo, this dude keep bringing me flowers to work, and I just don't want him like that. Because I'm not going to lie, I was in that situation at work too, where a guy that I really wasn't feeling was bringing me flowers, candy, lunch, all types of stuff. And I just was like, I didn't want to be rude, but at the same time, I was accepting the gifts. I'm not going to lie. This was years ago. I was really young, and he would leave them and leave. Like he would just sit him down and go about his business. And I would eat and all that, of course. But that would be a simp in my book, not a man that's married to a woman. I don't consider that a simp. Do you agree,
Yeah.
Swag?
I mean, if you already got the girl, then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a simp, but just like
Right.
the homie My Business said, he's a simp because he supports her disrespect towards himself. It's clear she doesn't feel like he does. Remember when he bought her flowers? Yeah, in a certain degree, I definitely agree with that because yeah, even when you're married to this person, if they still don't feel the same way that they do, you know, while you're married, yeah, that could be considered a version of a simp. I wouldn't give it the
Right.
full definition like I did, like my
Right.
definition of it. But yeah, in a sense, he is somewhat of a simp because, like I said, as a man, especially as a guy that plays the type of sport that Russell Wilson plays, like you're playing on a gridiron with a bunch of dudes that's willing to take your head off. But at the same time, you got a woman like, of course, most men are we look at women as like, especially when we're in love with them, we look at them as our weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our woman, like this is the only person that could get me, what I'm saying, to do things that I wouldn't normally do. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, it's like when you're married, that woman that you're married to is a representation of you. So if she's out here doing crazy ish, wearing crazy outfits, saying crazy stuff, she's making you look bad and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
If the husband's out there saying
Absolutely.
crazy stuff, if the husband's out there saying crazy stuff, she making the wife look bad. Like I said, it ain't just about you anymore. When you're married, it's a union. You become one. So
Mm-hmm.
if one disrespects the other, even if it's not with full intent, it's still a bad look.
So what would
That's
you call that? What would you name that?
It's
If that's not a complete,
exactly
hold on.
right.
If that's not a complete simp, what would you name it? Give me a name for that.
hmm.
Semi-simp.
Yeah,
Mm.
but you're still saying simp. I get what you're
It's
saying.
a
It's
simp.
simpish. It's a
It's
form of a
it's
simp.
simpish behavior. I would say
Simpish
that.
behavior.
Yeah.
I like that. Simpish behavior. There you go.
I
You're
mean,
not a
think of
simp.
it like this. If you're married to someone and that person's still out and about thirst trapping, that kind of makes you look like a simp when you think about it. Look at
Mm-hmm.
Aisha Curry and Stephen Curry. His wife's still thirst trapping or whatever the hell.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And even with
Oh, yeah, man.
what's her name? The one we just spoke of. What's her name? Kiki.
Yeah,
Kiki
Kiki.
Palmer.
Kiki
Listen,
Palmer.
yeah, she's not married. Now I would call her husband if he wouldn't have if her boyfriend, I'm sorry, if her boyfriend didn't react how he reacted, I would definitely call him a simp. Like if he would have just let that fly, that would have been a simp because they have not tied the knot yet. That's just his baby mama. So if
No,
he
no,
would
no,
have let,
no. Uh, Melanie,
huh?
I'm going to cut you off, but I got some pushback to that because to me, you said that if he didn't react the way he did, that would make him a simp. Not always the case because it depends on your relationship
No,
with that
not the way
person.
I
Now,
was gonna say, not the way he did. No, you got it mixed up. Not if he didn't react the way he did. If he didn't react at all to it, whether it was in public or private, like if he just let that slide without saying anything to her at all and just kept it to himself and let her continue to go out there naked in men's face, then yeah, I would consider him a simp.
okay. Well, that kind of makes sense because in situations like that, because I was going to say, if you're dealing with someone and y'all not in no serious relationship, why the hell would you care if she's out there thirst trapping for other men? Because I dealt with females in the past, and I tell them straight up, what you do with other men is your business, and what I do with other females is my business. I'm not gonna get upset at you because I'm not the only guy you're dealing with. Just give me that same kind of respect because I'm not that you're not the only woman I'm dealing with. But if these two are
Right.
supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend together or whatever, okay, that's a little bit different. And she made a
Right.
tweet saying that was her man, that he loved her, that she went and did that bullshit nonsense. So it kind of makes sense what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like it depends. But if they were married, no, he's not a simp because he already got what he want. They already got each other. She's giving it up. She's doing all that. Like he got what he wants. She got what she wants. So no, it's not a simp.
Yeah, and
But
plus
if
that is the father, that's the mother of his children. So,
right, so you
Yeah,
can't
but
be out.
understand, she's only with him. She with him for the provision and protection, not because she may like him. understand people don't always get married or shack up for the right reasons. So you can still be a simp despite shacking up with a woman. You put the bait out there, caught the fish, now it's yours, but now she's gonna stick it around because you can do a lot for her. So you can still be a simp or committed to somebody.
But once you give somebody your last name, if y'all share the same last name, then you're not a simp because now she becomes a part of you. You know, so it's totally.
She making me look bad. She making me look bad by thirst trapping.
Absolutely.
What does that leave me?
Right.
I still stand by what I said with the simpish behavior. So
that simpish behavior, but it's not a full simp. It's just simpish behavior. Look at your boy Fatty. Hi, Fatty. Long time no see.
Right.
Thank you for that.
With the $10 super chat, bro.
Thank you so much. He says, "Sup, Killa and Mel.
What's good with your Fatty? Shoot, for that, we gotta hit him with a double take for that $10 super chat.
Thank you. And guys, the what do you call that? Cash App is rolling. We rather Cash Apps. I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to send super chats, fine. But YouTube takes all of the money when it comes to super chat. Like, we don't get much. And I'm not trying to sound thirsty. I'm just being honest. We don't get much. So the Cash Apps, if you really want to support, hit the Cash App. But we do appreciate super chats, but definitely hit the Cash Apps.
I need y'all to hit the Cash App and support the show.
Killa Swag is hashtag KillaCow10.
Boom.
Boom. And I am hashtag Melody Show. So
exactly. Exacto mundo. You gotta show that love. Show the love to all of us, man. And just for some more incentive, you see it right here. Hashtag KillaCow10. And then of course you got hashtag Melody Show. Just like, if you feel really generous, donate to both of those, man. Cause you know we out here providing y'all with some thought-provoking content. At least in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. But
yeah, but you know, we would rather that. But thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Let's try to get Killa Swag to 500 so he can also receive super chats. Make sure you guys are sharing, hitting the like button on both channels, and make sure you're subscribing to both channels, especially Killa Swag, because we need to get him to 500 so he can be monetized.
Right. Yeah, and then on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to be supportive to the Killa Swag movement, you can also subscribe to my backup channel right at the bottom of your screen right here. It's youtube.com/at Swag District. That's my new backup channel. I don't know when I'm gonna post some content over there, you know what I'm saying, but I need some more incentives. So if you want some content over there, I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe to that channel as well. That way, I want that channel to hit 100 too, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, I may start streaming over there. You never know, you know what I'm saying? But of course, Killa Swag 216 is the main channel. So just letting y'all know that.
Yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe. Stop what you're doing. Go over to his channel if you're on my channel and hit the bell. And if you're on his channel, come over to mine and also hit the bell.
Yep, and Shannon Sharp also has a message that goes along with what we're talking about right now.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.
Definitely. But look, we have Demetrius. Is that Demetrius? I see that.
Yeah, that's Demetrius Higashikata. What's going on, bro?
Oh my gosh, she said it right.
Oh, what's going on? Welcome to KillinEmSweetly.
Can you hear me clearly? I'm not at the house right now. I'm actually driving back.
Yep.
But
yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
All right, here's my thing with the whole people examining the Keke Palmer situation.
Yeah.
So I just watched this one video and people were saying, like, because Darius Jackson or whatever his name is, because he has boundaries, aka like rules of engagement for his partner, that it's manipulative. And I'm like, So it's manipulative to not want your partner out there in a certain kind of way. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're, in my opinion, unless you're actually trying to control every single aspect of what they do, you're not being manipulative, to be honest with you. Because you're just giving her rules saying, hey, if you still want me to be with you, then this is what I would not accept. That's all he's saying. So I just that stuff bothers me when people try to act like it's something that it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Swag, what you got to say about that?
I can't even disagree with what he said, yo. Because I mean, it's sad that nowadays people look down on a man that has values and standards and boundaries. I mean, just look at the situation that happened with Jonah Hill. Like that man had a girlfriend. I guess she was a surfer or whatever, and I think she was posting some pictures on her Instagram or something like. I don't know the full story, but I just know that she got mad at him, and a lot of women got mad at him because he didn't want that to be displayed on her page or whatever because he set some boundaries, and they didn't like that. And that's just like with Darius Jackson. He didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, people got to understand something that at the end of the day was his family. Kiki Palmer is the mother of his son.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody outside of that circle have no right to tell that man how he should handle his family business. Now, like I said once before, I would have never put that out there in the public eye. I would have never put it out there on social media. But a lot of people do things differently than me. But that's just me talking. But I'm just saying, you can't get on a man for wanting his woman to have, standards or have values and have morals and decency. Cause I mean, it's not a good look you on stage with Usher with your buns out in somewhat of a see-through dress, being serenade talking about there goes my baby. I mean, come on now.
Half naked. Like, we ain't doing all that.
Right. Like, I mean, come on now. That's not a good look. And then for the people that's condemning him for actually wanting his woman to show some decorum out here, y'all are stupid. But then, like I said, y'all will be the same ones hollering and crying, talking about ain't no traditional men around here. All these men ain't ish. They don't care about me. Like, man, I'm just gonna be for real. Like, and I'm not gonna expose too much, you know what I'm saying? But I've dealt with women just like that. They be on that same type of behavior. But then, like, they'll be wanting you to hold the doors open for them. They'll be wanting you to let them step in front of you in line and, be the gentleman. But yet you go around here saying this type of dumb stuff and doing this type of dumb stuff. It's like, you gonna have to make up your mind. You want to be Miss Independent, Miss Ratchet or whatever, or do you want to be treated like a lady?
Right. And a lot of these women don't deserve ladylike treatment at all. All right. Like, I've seen this lady mad. I went to the grocery store and she was mad that the man did not hold the door for her to go in. Like, you can't be mad. You can't expect men to treat you like that.
No.
Because other women are messing it up for everybody. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to start calling that stuff like the paradox, because here's the thing. If people want to take that whole route, go that whole route about like, hey, you can't have like rules of engagement for your partner because it's manipulative. Here's the thing. If that's the case, then if somebody posts some on social media and then you just like change the locks on the door because you're single now and you don't want them coming back into your life, like I then it's gonna be, check this out, then it's gonna be, oh, you don't communicate. See, so here's that whole paradox, that thing that I think I'm observing, because I think, and I hope it's not true, it's rules for thee but none for me. That's what I'm thinking it is.
Yep.
I hope I'm wrong. Y'all better hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm that crazy guy in the corner, just watching everything play out from his twisted perspective. Because if I'm right, then we have a socialization issue going on.
Right. You got that right.
You are not wrong about that, because I definitely peeped that myself. Like, so it's always rules for thee, not for me, type of thing. Like, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Like, I definitely see it all the time. So, like, they could do whatever they want, but then if you was to call them out on it, they'd be like, no, you're supposed to do it this way. But it's like, hey, but you did it the same way you telling me not to do. Like, hey, I do what I want. You gotta do what I say.
Right. Big facts.
Man, this is nuts, yo.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna give my take on the Courtney Michelle situation.
Yo.
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing. Yeah, Courtney has been, for lack of a better term, edgy in the past. But I honestly think that she's just tired of flip-floppers. And I was having this conversation with my friend the other day. Well, my friends the other day, and they and I were like talking about it. And Obsidian kind of flip-flopped because one of his pinnacle statements were, what was it? Good fences make good neighbors, and then he brought Pearl on much later. So it's like I don't understand why he keeps flip-flopping. Maybe it's just about money and bringing more attention to his channel. But then when, like, we all saw it that day. I hate to be dramatic, but it was like I saw the betrayal. Like, come on, dude. We all saw what you did. And then he's trying to come at Courtney because she noticed the flip-flopping too.
That is a
And
fact.
so yeah, that's my thing. I think Courtney's tired of the flip-floppers, and she noticed what I noticed and what I talked about with my friends, and that is this. A lot of the old heads ended up canceling themselves out. And what I mean by that is, by their own ideology, they are not what they preach.
No. And it's sad when you're one of the brothers that started the manosphere. You started the manosphere and you flip-flop every other month. You flip-flopping. Like, what is his stance? And even when I had interviewed with him, I asked him that. I don't know if you guys remember when I did my interview. I was like, yeah, so how do you feel about people saying you're a flip-flopper? Because you would say one thing and do the opposite. And then I forgot what he said with the answer. I think he was just pretty much trying to say everybody was mad at him or hating on him or something. Guys, check that interview out if y'all want to see. Actually, I will post it. I'm going to share that interview so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But he did not give me a clear answer when I asked him about the flip-flopping.
Right.
Sad.
Yeah, I remember that too. And it I don't know. It just like irritates my soul a little bit because you took a talking point that you used to parrot, and when white men would try to criticize black men, and then when a white woman tries to criticize black dynamics and black people and everything, now you just all of a sudden accepting of it. Here's my thing. If you would have taken that whole attitude of, okay, maybe I was wrong about this, then I don't think many people would call you a flip-flopper because you have a new perspective. But the whole thing is, it was just way too convenient. Yeah, and some people are saying like right now that, oh, Courtney's like this whole, some people even said like she's like just a straight up chameleon. I don't think necessarily she's a chameleon. I think she's struggling, like trying to make certain changes, because remember her whole story, she used to be a certain type of way, and so obviously like some of that stuff is gonna come out every now and again. I think she's struggling with that, but I don't necessarily think she's a chameleon. I actually think she's realer than most people, because I remember that whole thing that happened between her and Amira on Lapeef, and I was like, Amira Muslim or Islamic, and she's allowed to show her skin on social media and everything, and talk to all these different people that she don't know. There's some she's not telling us. It doesn't make any sense. One of the most conservative religions in the world. It does not make sense. That's one of the reasons why I took Courtney's side, because she's a lot more transparent to me. And that's not necessarily what's going on now. It's just like, I understand why Courtney's upset, but I tried to tell her, like, I was in the comment section, like, talking to her, and I was trying to tell her, like, listen, don't put so much stock in what the old heads have to say. That's why she pairing with Obi right now. Mm-hmm. Obi's not an old head. Obi called out the old heads, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was trying to tell her, like, quit putting so much stock in what the old heads have to say. Quit bringing them up on your show, because what you're going to see is basically what we see. I said it a whole lot more rude on the breakdown. I said they finally went crazy. Basically. Finally.
Yeah.
And I know that's a rude thing to say, but listen, you don't even understand how you canceled your own self out by your own ideology, and you're not even trying to make a change. You're just, I mean, think about that. Like, I don't know if you saw the breakdowns video the other day, but Big J was talking about when the space, like, really started making grounds in 2013. Number one, I was 13 in 2013. And then I found out about the manosphere when I was 19 in 2020, like at the beginning of the pandemic, right? And then I started seeking and submerging myself deeper and deeper and deeper. And after like 6-10 months, I could tell what the space was about. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Do you know how embarrassing that is? You've been talking about the same thing for actually a decade, a little over a decade. And it took you a little over a decade just to make some traction, get some organizations together, get some public meetups together.
Right.
See, I'm starting to understand. Like, here's the thing: I'll never necessarily turn against these people, but listen, I'm starting to understand why people say what they say about the manosphere. I'm starting to understand, because if it really is this place of like male endearment, which I don't think it is, because dudes get run off panels every day, stuff like that. If it was really this place of male endearment and male improvement, then you'd see more channels about that. It's become an anti-B club, to be honest with you. And that's one of the reasons why I went to one of the content creators. I said, nothing good will come of the manosphere because it's a space that promotes stagnation. Think about what I just said earlier. I've been talking about the same thing since I was 12 or 13. Ain't that crazy?
I'm over here dropping bombs. Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I sent that super chat in the breakdown, and I said the young people are gonna have to kick the old heads of the manosphere to the curb. They're gonna have to kick them out if they actually want to see change.
You said not manosphere, black manosphere.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
The white manosphere is worse, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They've been doing the same thing since 1995.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't even a part of none of that. I was too busy outside playing in 1995. So,
well, I wasn't born, but I just listened to them and like what they said and certain things and like male gatherings and all that, MRA and all that, and I was like, y'all have made zero traction.
Yeah. And I'm just to the point to where it's like I was the same way because I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't find out about the manosphere until 2020, when it was just nothing but lockdowns and we was all confined in our homes and stuff like that.
That's when I
Because
found
let's be honest, like before 2020, I was out. I was out all the time. Like you barely caught me at home. And when I was at home, 9 times out of 10, I wasn't doing nothing but chilling or playing on my game, or either I was on the phone, or either I was not on YouTube. Let's just put it like that.
Exactly.
2020 was the year I got fully immersed in YouTube because I'm not even gonna lie about this. When I first found out about the Manosphere, I was listening to them talk, and it's like finally I finally got a space to where I could go in and they're saying the exact same things that I've been thinking
out.
all of this time. That's what I thought initially going into it. But then as it kept going and going and going, I'm like, okay, I hear a lot of these dudes' grievances with women ain't this, women are trouble, women will set you up, do this or that or the third. And then occasionally you might hear somebody talk about trying to get your financials up. But for the most part, it's always been about bashing the opposite sex. And I'm just like, so this is what we're going to talk about the entire time? Because the thing is, if we already addressed the problem, where's the solution?
That's my thing. That's my thing. So that's one of the reasons why I don't entertain the idea of black pillars, because it's basically nihilism and basically giving up hope. So you mean to tell me because you don't think nothing's going to change, you're not going to try?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look at it this way: world hunger is never necessarily going to cease as long as modern day society, the way it's conducted, the way it's ran, is a thing. So world hunger is always going to be a thing, but you're not going to try. You're not going to try. See, here's my thing: you shouldn't try because you want thanks, because you want gratitude, because you want to like prop yourself up in any sort of way. You should try just because it's good.
Yeah, but guys, Swag and I have like important things to do today. We pretty much just wanted to bring you guys another episode of Killing Them Sweetly. So, do you have any final thoughts before we go, Demetrius?
Nope, that was it. Peace.
All right, thanks for coming.
Well, on that note, he gets this.
He was dropping bombs over there. Dropping bombs.
Yeah,
Really
he was dropping a lot of bombs, man. And I mean, he really just described how a lot of people feel when they come into spaces like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yes, we could constantly address the problems in the room. We can address this, we can address that. That's cool. Like the first sign of actually wanting to, get help or something is admitting that you have a problem, that admitting that there is a problem. But once you admit the problem or once you point out the problem, now is the time to figure out the solution. And I mean, and most of the time, a lot of these dudes, a lot of the manosphere dudes really are basically talking like passport bros. Like, get your passport, go overseas and find you a woman over there and stuff like that. And it's like,
Yeah. But like I was telling you earlier, I got in this space around the time you said you got here, 2020. And growing up as a Black woman, I used to hear I used to wish Black women weren't the way they were. Like, there was a lot of bullies, loudmouth, Keishas, overweight. They didn't give an F about their appearance. They'll be walking around with bonnets and scarves on their heads, didn't care about their nails, nasty feet needing a pedicure, corns everywhere. Like, I mean, especially growing up around the hood. Like, I didn't necessarily grow up in the hood, but it surrounded me. I was like in a little suburban area around, like, you know, close to the hood. And let me tell
Yeah.
you, Black women were not cute, or they didn't care about anything. So when I found the manosphere, I was like, oh my God, this is exactly how I felt about Black women around me. You know, they don't care about themselves. So maybe we can find a solution starting here. And I used to frequent Game Changers channel all the time, DJ Kuda, even Obsidian when he was a certain way. Like, I like the old Obsidian when he was the voice of the everyday brother, because he was speaking some real stuff. Like, his message was awesome back then. That's why I wanted to interview him, and I did. Who else? Jessica X, The Breakdown. There were so many people with good messages back then, and a lot of them still have great messages. But then again, like Dimitri said, a lot of them switched up their rhetoric, and then a lot of them started like being racist towards their own race with the things they were saying. And now it's like a Black woman bashing session where, like, now you're not talking about the problems we have in our community with Black women. You're actually bashing them now. And now you're taking views of white women like Pearl and you're putting them above Black women, and you can't stand Black women so much that you bring her into the space, Pearl, and you let her speak on Black women, and not even speak on Black women, but just speak ignorant, racist rhetoric, and you embrace that. And that's when I kind of cut my ties with the manosphere. I'm like, oh, really? This what we doing right now with just dusty things, just pasty things? We sitting here putting this dusty white woman on a pedestal? Like, that's what really, really, really turned me off from the Black manosphere. But I still rock with them in a way. Like, I still go to certain people's channels, but I had to cut a lot of people off. Like, anybody who was uplifting Pearl and saying she didn't do anything wrong and giving her a platform to speak and all that, I had to cut ties with them. Like, I even had wrenches in some of their chats, but I'm like, I can't do this. I can't rock with y'all. You know, so that's what kind of gave me second thoughts. I mean, I still agree with the message. Black women need to do better, you know, or I do want to see Black men prosper. I want to see Black men owning their own businesses. You know, I want to see a lot of the things that the Black manosphere is supposed to represent. I like that rhetoric. But as far as this new rhetoric and people switching and changing up and chameleons everywhere, I can't rock with that. So that's pretty much my final thought. And what do you got to say before I do the outro?
Like I said, man, the manosphere as a whole, it came at a time for me when I was going through a lot. 2020 was not a great year for me whatsoever. Like,
Damn.
like I said, anybody who really knows what happened in my story as far as 2020, like 2020 year, that year, it just, oh my God, like, I wish I could just put it in the garbage and just redo that whole year all over again. Like, that year is a year that I'll never forget as long as I live, because I don't want to get too sappy here, but that was, you know, especially in the very beginning of 2020 was the, you know, the year that I lost my mother. So, yo,
Oh my God.
2020 was just a terrible, and it was starting off to be a great year, but then that happened, and then, you know, of course, the lockdowns and stuff happened. We don't need to get into why it was a lockdown. We all know what happened in 2020. So there's a lot of things that went on, and plus we wasn't allowed to go outside. We weren't allowed to do the things that we were ever able to do. So I just basically was able to go to work and then come home. That's all I was able to do. So while I was at home and I had all this downtime, I came across a lot of channels on YouTube. I came across Jessica X. I came across Kevin Samuels. I came across Game Changers. I came across DJ Kuda. I came across a lot of these people. And when I found out about DJ Kuda, that's when I found out about Angry Man. That's when I found out about all of these other people. And I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, yo, even though I was going through a lot of things, it still was like, it brought me somewhat of a comfort because it's like, this was the type of stuff that I always thought about. So it's like finally I can have somewhere that I can vent to and feel like I'm accepted because we all going through the same things in this world as men and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, man, I finally, even though my world is jacked up, I feel like I have some semblance of peace, even though it's through, ephoria, I'm a very sick individual, I know. But anyway, then, of course, I kept seeing all of the infighting in the manosphere, and I'm thinking about like, because in a brotherhood, brothers fight. We fight all the time. So it's like, oh, they gonna be good later on. It's all good. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. But then I think that a lot of this infighting and a lot of the name calling, a lot of all this, like it completely fractured a lot of relationships. And then it just made me think over time, it's like, is this what this brotherhood is supposed to be about? Like, I don't think I want to be involved with this type of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I always agree with the message, but just the way that a lot of these cats is going about this, it's like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I've been hearing black women ain't ish for a long, long time. And with the stuff that I see on the news and stuff I see on social media, how can I really disagree with those sentiments? But at the same time, it's like, when are we going to start talking about solutions? Because the only solutions that I hear of nowadays is just get your passports, go overseas, go do this. And you think these women overseas ain't watching what's going on? Like, they probably looking at us American boys like, yeah, man, we about to game these dudes because they want women like us. We're the prize. We can just say, oh, we love them. We want to caress them. We want to treat them like wives are supposed to treat them. But they could really be they really could be trying to game y'all because y'all putting y'all business out there for the public to see. Because let's be for real, YouTube is not just viewed in America. YouTube is viewed worldwide. Like, we get people from all walks of life coming over here. We can have people coming over into our side that's from the UK. We can have people coming over from Brazil. You can have people coming over from Portugal. You can have people coming from all over the world. And even though they may not comment, those people from all those other countries are probably watching you, and they're probably studying and taking notes on what to do if you were ever to step foot on their soil. And that's just how I feel about that. And like I said, I had to fully like just step away from that. Like I said, I always agree with what it's originally stood for, but that's not what I want my channel, and that's not what I want to be about, man. Like I said, if anybody really wants to talk about real positive change and how to come together, I'm with it. But as far as this, I'm good. And this is one of the main reasons why I say the black community is done. And that's my final thoughts.
All right. Well, that was an awesome final thought, and I agree with everything you said. I think today was a great show. How about you?
I thought it was great too. I mean, it was very informative, and a lot of people. Well, the people that came up and the people in the chat, they gave their takes. And like I said, I all in all, like, I can't say that KillinEmSweetly had a bad show so far.
No, I don't think we have. We always doing our thing, and I appreciate everybody who support us. We appreciate everybody who hit that like button. We appreciate everybody who's sharing their streams on their channel. And believe me, we see when somebody shares it or if somebody mentions our name in a post, which we don't have many people doing it, even though we ask a million times. But it's all good. I mean, hey, you might not want to share our stream. It's cool. But for those who do, We definitely appreciate you. Shout out to
Exactly.
Cynical, right? Shout out to
Yeah.
Cynical for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Shout out to Cynical. And I know if RZA was here, she'd be doing the exact same thing. So
right. So shout out to Cynical, shout out to RZA, shout out to everybody. Oh, GC,
yeah,
he does
GC.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So all of the people who really rock with us and support us, when we get big, we gonna remember you, okay?
Best believe that, man. We ain't gonna never forget about you guys, man. Cause like I said, y'all accepted us when you didn't even have to. Cause let's be for real, Melody already had a platform on her own. Y'all could have been like, man, who the hell is this Killa Swag dude? Get him out of here. Boo, boo. But the fact that y'all rock with KillinEmSweetly so tough, man, like that really do mean something to me for real.
Right. I mean, it really does mean a lot to us. And super chats, we appreciate you, Fatty, and anybody who leaves a cash app. Also, we appreciate everything. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys are subscribed and you guys have hit the bell so you can get all of our notifications
Mm-hmm.
and spread the word. And this is Killing Them Sweetly. And we are, oh yeah, before I get into that, make sure you guys tune in next week. Next Sunday, we'll be doing our show with all of us cammed up. It's called Grown and Sexy Conversations. We will all be on cam except for maybe one or two people. That's Game Changer, Mel, or if Bronzeberg want to come up and show some support and love, he don't have the cam up. But everyone else will be cammed up. So make sure you guys tune in for that. If you want to see us in person with our lips moving, make sure you guys check us out next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spread the word. Let everybody know we will be on cam. So I need you guys to really do us that favor and get the word out there.
Yeah. And bottom line is, if y'all want to be a part of this show, all y'all got to do is just hit up that email that you see right on the screen. chunglegal@gmail.com. Just let us know that you want to be a part of the show and let us know like what you feel you can bring to the table of the show. Like what type of perspective do you have? Because we don't want to just have just somebody up there and just don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? We got to have somebody that has some type of personality. But yeah, it did. Like I said, also if you're a person that doesn't cam up for personal reasons, we'll understand that as well, because we're not trying to infringe on anybody's privacy. But if you are a type of person that doesn't mind camming up, like I said, you can send us a photo and then I'll make sure to throw it into the thumbnail for the show that we do. So basically all y'all got to do is just hit that email right there, chunglegal@gmail.com. I repeat, chunglegal@gmail.com. Hit us up if you want to be a part of this legendary movement.
Definitely hit us up. But we have reached the 2 hour and 35-minute mark. So we both got to go. We got things to do. But like I said, guys, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. If you're feeling generous, hit the cash apps. They're scrolling down below. And we will see you guys next Sunday at 5 p.m. on cam. So we will see you guys later. Peace.
Deuces, everybody.
Leak about to take off.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.